get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube. What's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And so, question was asked, how much do I actually use switch stick? So, like, what's my switch stick to user or ratio? And what, for me, it's really no ratio. It's always a reactionary thing to me. I'm still surprised that more people aren't into using the switch stick. And I understand that there are probably a couple of, there's always some trepidation when it comes to that and some doubt. All I can tell people is really just, you have to really understand what you're doing with the guy that you control before you switch. And when it, to me, switch sticking and usering is the same thing. It's just, yeah, it's like you just, because really all you're doing is switching to another guy and usering that particular guy. I think we make the mistake of thinking it has to be some great deception where a guy throws the ball right to you or whatever. No, you really just, it's really just manually matching. Manual match defense as far as I'm concerned, because when I switch to a guy, I'm playing a guy. I'm not really playing an area. I'm probably carrying a route from one zone to the next, and it's really just a matter of timing. I think the biggest flaw that they probably made with it was making it so that you can only do it before the ball is thrown. I think it would be more of what we think it should be if you could do it at any point in time during the play, but you know, that's a story for another day. And so the key for me is you have to, as a user, you have to understand how to move, meaning how to stop, how to start, because if you're switch sticking to a guy and you're not necessarily doing the right things at that point in time, his movement's going to be limited to whatever it is that he's already doing. So if he's dropping back, he's going to continue to drop back just because you switch to him. You're not really going to get much of a reaction out of him. And so you have to learn how to, there are certain things you should be doing when you switch stick. Well, I'm not saying it here, but yeah, go get the switch stick commandments video. It is simply the best switch stick video in Madden or college. And I'll put that up against anybody because it's things that people just don't know about the switch stick. There's always more to it. There's always more things that could help you in terms of getting the switch that you want, and not only the switch that you want, but getting the reaction you want when you switch to the guy. A lot of times I see guys switch to guys and then they don't get a reaction. There's a reason why you're not getting a reaction. Yeah. And so go get Switch Stick Commandments video. That's as much as I can really say on that particular part of it. But the key is understanding as a user, again, what you should be doing when you switch to a guy. So like a situation like this where a guy's running a cheat, he's running a cheat. So you see when I switch to that corner, I'm ready. I'm ready to play the position or carry out the assignment that's already assigned. I know that makes a little to no sense, but what I'm saying is, okay, if I switch to a guy in a deep blue, I have to be ready to carry out that deep blue. If I switch to a guy that's on a hook curl, I have to be ready to play the area that he's already assigned. And so a lot of times, if let's say if you're playing with a middle linebacker or you're playing with the safety, you get on the middle linebacker like you see me doing here, you know, I'm coming over, I'm thinking it's a cheat, it's not, and so I have to play my position first. So watch as I stand, I'm going to take my read steps. Now I'm going to go to the next guy, come down, cheat that route, and then go backwards, and play the route that's coming behind him. And so again, that's my understanding of the defense that I'm in, and also my understanding of movement at the time. As you saw, my guy had no lag. There was no fighting to get him to do what I wanted him to do. Let me say that again. That is a major point of the switch stick. You have to be ready, or you have to, when you switch on to the guy, you have to be ready to move. And so watch this. I mean, look at all these different, that switch stick, clicking. I mean, that's like, in a nutshell, that's everything you needed to know is in that particular play right there. Go back and watch that like 3 times. And so just watch all the things I was able to do there. Even from a standpoint of controlling a guy that's rushing, because I know it's not true when they say that you can't switch stick off of a guy who's blitzing, but in a sense it is not true if you actually know some of these things. So yeah, man, these YouTube videos are funny because like I said, I try to help as much as I can without disrespecting my client base. But I'm telling you, go get the switch stick commandments video. If you are having trouble with the switch stick, I promise you it will be the best thing that ever happened to you, because it'll open your game up, or it'll open your game up defensively to where you'll actually have a real great, not even good, a great grasp of the things that you're supposed to be doing prior to the switch stick, and the things you're supposed to be doing when you execute the switch stick and after. So like, watch this play. I'm gonna switch like 3 guys, from linebacker to safety to linebacker down to the defensive lineman who I had in a spy, and then I get to pick with that guy. And so I don't have to show you guys setup stages of practice mode. No, I can just show you all game footage between both games, college and Madden, because it's pretty much the same. The actually the switch stick commandments video is, I think it's a college football 25 video, but it applies to Madden because the same exact mechanics apply. Actually, I feel like the switch sticking on Madden is better because you can see it more. You can see it better, when you go from player to player, but the movement of the college players are better. And so how I tie that into the user is the fact that, like I said, when you switch stick to a guy, you are essentially becoming the user in that particular area that you're playing. And so you have to make the decision of where you're trying to go. In order to do that, you have to understand movement in it unto itself, meaning the toggling, the being able to stop and start, whether I'm trying to come downhill, whether I'm trying to go diagonal, whether I'm trying to cut off a route and then attack the ball, or whether it is that I'm just simply trying to deter the quarterback from throwing to a particular read that may be open. It's like, if I can take away a read, then it'll probably make the quarterback throw to a different person. And so you see, like right there in the user, in that sense, I love that highlight, because you see I'm already over there. It's route reading. I'm already over there sitting and waiting on the route, but I still had my other bases covered in terms of just my overall defense and the stuff that I had on the field. And so you have to understand the movement, the baiting, the stops, the starts. All that stuff is so important, getting yourself in a good position to either, like I said, take away something or be the person who makes the play themselves. There's I think I did a video a month ago about just, I forgot what it's called, about being a better teammate. And so go back on YouTube and watch that video. That actually may do a better job of explaining, for you guys here on YouTube than I did in this video. But it's just movement. It's understanding, how do I take off? How do I get to the spots that I need to get to? How do I get to my landmarks, either to cut off the route, to be in between the offensive guy and the ball, or whatever the case may be. Even a fast reaction like that, I'm telling you, there are ways to get your guys to move faster, to react faster. It's just all transitioning in sequence, meaning you have to be able to transition from one player to the next player when you're actually switch sticking, and you have to be able to transition your actual player movement and momentum. I know all this stuff sounds crazy, but that's really what goes into it. How well can you move when you switch stick, and are you in the right places to take away, either to make the interception or force the quarterback into throwing the ball to a different spot? Anyway, man, you guys enjoy your Monday. It's your boy Coach.